Golden State will get the first possession. And here's Williams. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Here's Diggins. Sheldon outside. Outside, Stevens. 4 on the shot clock. The Valkyries pull it in. Now Burton. And here's Stokes. Pass to Burton. Releases. Her first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And when you watch Azrae Stevens, what is it that stands out to you?
Well, she's 6'6" to start and excellent at blocking shots, but she's also a very good three-point shooter. So with that length, shooting, and rim protection, Stevens kind of gives you a little bit of everything.
It's Burton. Outside, Williams. Pass to Thornton. Cloud brings the double team. Here's Burton. And good. Coming off the assist by Kayla Thornton.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Now here's Sheldon. Stevens. Natasha Cloud from outside. Back to Stevens. Puts up a 3. They get it back to the wing, right side. Three-pointer Natasha Cloud. Pass to Diggins. Cloud. Chicago again missing. It's Burton. Now Stokes, covered by Cardoso. Here's the floater. And Williams lays it up and in.
The teardrop is one of those, oh no, oh yes, shots.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Diggins, off target from three-point range. Golden State leading. And Williams gets it to go.
A few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away.
It wouldn't surprise me with as good as they're looking at the moment.
Absolutely right, Brian. They're looking really strong.
Here's Diggins. Pass to Sheldon. And here's Cardoso. To the paint. Can they get it? Fires it. And the basket by Diggins.
Now the seal is broken. Maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, that had not been the way they wanted this game to get going for them.
And not the way we want to see. We want to see more offense.
Now here's Williams. She gets that one.
I like how Thornton puts the team first. She'd rather move the ball than force her own shot.
Inside. Stevens. That's good.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Outside Williams. And it's blocked. Pass to Diggins. Sheldon outside. Outside Stevens. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's the Valkyries with the ball. It's Burton. Thornton. Pass to Williams. Now Burton. John Delasini, covered by Cardoso. And that one's good.
good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Here's Diggins. Sheldon outside. Outside, Stevens. Diggins. This one for three. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, it's the tall frame of Stevens that allows her to see the floor so well and distribute accordingly.
Well, this is the first season of Valkyries basketball, so what's a realistic goal for this team?
Well, to me, Blake, it's about getting a solid base, an identity, a fan base, develop players, and you can't worry too much about wins and losses as an expansion team.
Chicago trailing here.
Here's Diggins.
5 points in the game. Back to Cloud.
Cardoso. Here's Diggins.
No good with the triple. Right side, Williams. And that one's good. So
That's the type of lead pass we've really come to expect from her.
Here's Diggins. Pass to Sheldon.
outside, Stevens.
Here's Diggins.
And the three off target. Williams. She's guarded by Stevens. And here's Zandalasini. Good, and it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Takes the three, and Stevens is good for three.
This offense runs much more smoothly when Stevens is connecting from outside.
To the inside,
And stolen by Cardoso. Pass to Diggins.
now here is Stevens, covered by Thornton. Stevens, that's good.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Now here's Williams. She's got 8. That one is good. She has missed only 1 of her 6 shots from the floor.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Here's Diggins.
5 points in the game.
Well, with the amount of emphasis on three-point shooting in this league, we see less and less 2 big lineups.
Pace and space are the name of the game. You got to have a very fluid set of bigs to run 2 at a time.
And across the globe, looking at different women's and men's basketball leagues and international competitions, that seems to be the trend for every single top league. Basketball has changed. The WNBA has adjusted with everybody else.
First free throw is good.
A familiar face rejoining the sky, point guard Courtney Vandersloot.
The league's all-time leader in assists per game, Vandersloot spent her first 12 seasons in Chicago, spent the last 2 years in New York, winning the title in 2024. She's back in the Windy City, running the show this year.
Both good at the line.
You know, as good as Stevens is inside, she breaks the mold of your typical WNBA big. She can stretch a defense as good as anyone.
It's Burton. Outside Hayes to the middle. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Makes a good team a great team. It's Hayes' intensity that gets her whole team going.
Here's Stevens in the hoop for her 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Sharp pass to set up the very high percentage shot in close.
It's Burton. Pass to Hayes. Down low. It's Burton. Intercepted. Pass break Chicago. Now Stevens. And stolen by Hayes. Inside. Thornton. Now here is Hayes. Pass to Stokes. Now Burton. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Stevens grabs the board. Chicago with the ball. 4-point game. Out to the left wing. Here's Taylor. Covered by Thornton. Offensive board. He goes up again. And Stevens with the lay-in is good.
Perseverance, it always pays off on the offensive glass.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Valkyries ahead. They lead by 2. We'll take a quick break and then get back to the action. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far.
And looking at what we've seen from the Valkyries, what do you guys think?
Well, we've seen them really get out and establish an offensive rhythm.
And they're finding ways to score, playing well and getting good offense.
Banham. And she's good on the 3 ball.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
Now here's Charles. Hayes. 3-pointer. That one, no good.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. You've got to go right back to that shot. How's that for a move? Her crossover is a thing of beauty.
Outside Hayes. From outside the arc, sinks the 3-pointer.
An offensive powerhouse. When Hayes is feeling it, she has the range to stretch the floor.
Here's Banham. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Pass to Charles. And here's Hayes. Jacks up a 3. And no good. Guarded by Charles. And Williams gets it to go.
She works so hard on her post moves and finishing. Williams thrives close to the hoop.
Now over a decade in the league, Elizabeth Williams is so steady.
A 6'3" center, Williams is a pure 5. Doesn't take threes, an elite rebounder and defender. These coaches love having her on their side.
Here's Banham. She's got 5. No good on the 3. Outside Hayes. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the lay-in.
The teardrop. Hayes perfecting that shot.
Chicago trailing here. Pass to Banham. Here's Stevens. And here's Banham. From the arc.
Me here grabs the board.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Number 3, Tiffany Hayes. Missed it. Shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Williams the screen. To the paint. Right block shot. Hits the jump hook.
Well, Williams is a center who battles inside. I mean, she's not a player you're going to be seeing jacking up too many threes.
Time called here. The Valkyries deciding to talk it over. Well, with a new Toronto team coming in 2026 and more international players getting drafted, the WNBA's global reach is growing.
And you look at upcoming draft classes, that will be reflected more so with the international players coming in some of the recent high draft picks we've had from outside the United States.
Yeah, and it mirrors basketball continuing to grow on the international stage. So I'm excited to see the best players in the world playing right here in the WNBA.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Williams can't get it to go. And it's the Sky ball.
Pass to Diggins.
Williams. And the bucket counts, and she's on her way to the line to try to make it a three-point play.
One place this Chicago team needs to improve is their three-point shooting.
Well, the Sky were last in the WNBA in threes made per game at just about 5. They also took the least amount of triples, so I would say that's a point of emphasis with this team.
And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Now here's Williams. She's got 10. Makes it off the glass.
They carried out the plan perfectly that time around.
Chicago leading. Pass to Williams. Stevens. Cardoso inside. Second shot opportunity, and Williams finishes it off.
Yeah, late reaction for the defense. She's always going to convert that.
Now Zendelicini. Pass to Burton. Launches a three. Rebound Chicago. Loud outside. From outside, off the mark.
You know, you watch her, you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Now here's Cloud. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
What vision. It's almost like she has a built-in radar. Cloud just knows when teammates get open.
Golden State trailing here.
Williams with it. 12 points for her. Pass to Burton. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Stokes.
Cardoso with the rebound.
Solid job by the defense to get in her way as she was going up to the rim.
Now here's Williams.
Here's Diggins.
Cloud outside. And again, it's the Sky from deep.
Wow. Cloud looked almost automatic on the catch and shoot. No hesitation at all. You guys see that?
It's Burton. Pass to Williams. Takes the three. Count that as her 7th field goal in 10 tries. She's shooting a nifty 70%.
Gutsy shot to come right back at her with a three of her own. Great attitude.
Yeah, we know she is never afraid to trade shots with anyone.
And the basket by Diggins. Here's the Valkyries with the ball.
And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And look how well she led her in there with that pass.
Fires for three. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line.
One thing I love about this Golden State organization, their home, the Chase Center.
Oh, it is a gorgeous arena. One of the best in the NBA and WNBA. The Valkyries drawing so many fans here, and I think it's just a statement from the franchise. We want to be big time.
Here's Burton. Pass to Stokes. Now Williams. Now Burton. 6 to shoot. To the inside. The kick out to Williams. Over Sheldon. Williams can't get it to go.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Now here's Sheldon. Back to Cloud. There's the three. It's hauled in by Williams. Here's the Valkyries with the ball. They trail by 7. Pass to Zandalacini. Now Burton.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And here's Zandalacini. Here's Williams. Nailed from three-point land.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Now here's Sheldon. She's guarded by Williams. Pass to Cardoso. Here's Diggins. The tray. It's good from long range.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch.
Here's Zandalacini. Here's Williams. Again, the miss by Gabby Williams. Pass to Diggins. Now Cardoso. Here's Diggins. From past the arc, Zandalacini pulls it in. To the paint. Here's Thornton. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and she'll shoot one more at the line.
Now a decade in this league, Kayla Thornton gives this team experience.
Flexibility, too. I mean, she's had different roles in the W from starter to bench scorer. But Thornton is a great example for younger players that your game and your role can consistently evolve. Well, Kayla Thornton loves these freebies, and she's able to contribute a lot for her team.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Williams the screen. Sheldon. And her first shot of the game, no good. Now here's Williams. She's guarded closely. Pass to Zandalacini. Now Thornton. Stokes. No good from outside.
They'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Exactly. No need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. The ball is in your court.
There's Diggins.
And the shot goes down.
Guys, she is a scoring machine. And I know I'm not the only one to describe her that way.
That'll do it for the first half. Sky out in front. They lead by 6. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been far. Williams has been such a difference maker here.
She is such a dynamic scorer. That much we know. And her talent really was on full display in the first half.
Yeah, look, there's no way around it. She's a hard player to keep down, and so far, they haven't found the answer for her, and there might not be one.
Here's Diggins. Cloud outside. Screen by Cardoso.
For three, and it's Natasha Cloud with the trifecta.
Keeping the defense honest. Cloud forces them to pay attention to her out there.
Pass to Stokes.
Outside Williams to the middle. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the stripe for two.
You don't want to get in the habit of letting the offense get right to the rim.
And that's the message they were sending with that foul, saying nothing easy inside with that one.
Yeah, but they got to play a little bit better defense before they get inside.
That free throw, no good. And she sinks the second. Chicago with the ball.
Here's Diggins. Sheldon outside.
Cloud outside. 4 on the clock. For three.
The Valkyries pull it in.
And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Burton. And fouled hard that time. And she'll get 2 shots at the line.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Valkyries, Veronica Burton. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Chicago in the lead. And we're about 1.5 minutes here into the second half.
On the wing, J.C. Sheldon.
She's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple.
Shot by Diggins, no good. Pass to Burton.
Zandelasini. Now here is Thornton. Now Stokes. Fires high post. The shot comes out. On offense, here are the Sky. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Here's Stevens. Slides right through for her 7th basket in 11 tries.
And once Stevens finds her rhythm, she stays aggressive, which is a nightmare for opponents.
Time called here, the Valkyries deciding to talk it over.
All right, let's get to another court.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Williams with it. She's got 18. They set the pick. Pass is on Delazini. Out of bounds. It'll go to the sky.
There's no excuse for that turnover. That's just a straightforward pass gone wrong.
And so it's Chicago with it. They're leading by 8.
And here's Sheldon.
She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Cardoso. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Nice low post offense.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Burton. Back to Williams. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Sky.
Here's Diggins.
And there are the Sky with another bucket.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
6 on the shot clock. She muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and she's on her way to the line.
At the line for your Valkyries, Cecilia Zanolacini, shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. Chicago with the ball.
Here's Diggins.
17 points in the game. Here's Cardoso. Banked in off the glass.
An example of some fine interior passing before that basket.
And while her teammate Angel Reese got all the headlines, did you guys watch Camila Cardoso? She had a stellar rookie year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I watched her. She was awesome. You know, remember, she didn't make her debut until June due to injury, but she ends up averaging 10 and 8 as a rookie, rim protection as well. What a future she has.
And Williams gets it to go.
You know, you simply cannot say enough about her individual performance so far, even if the all-around team effort has been lacking.
Pass to Cardoso. Here's Diggins.
Basket number 8 for her on 13 attempts. That's a 62% clip so far.
She's carrying a lot of the load offensively, and normally that's good news for them.
Here's Stokes. Williams inside.
Defended by Sheldon.
The 3.
And the Valkyries, another 3.
And how huge has she been to give her team a lift?
Yeah, certainly their deficit would be a lot bigger if it wasn't for her efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Pass to Cardoso. Sheldon.
And here is Stevens. Covered by Thornton. The shot by Stevens, no good.
Golden State trailing here.
And here's Burton. Back to Thornton. Williams. Shot from free throw range.
And it's Golden State, another one.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
There's a screen by Stevens. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
Well, that's just Stevens playing big right there. My goodness.
Thornton outside. Pass to Williams. Here's the teardrop. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more. And the Sky making a change here.
Gabby Williams, shooting 1.
Chicago leading.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 19. Williams with the steal. Pass to Thornton. And that shot falls short that time.
Diggins.
She's guarded by Williams.
Here's Diggins.
Now here's Cloud. Just 5 on the clock. Gets it to go from downtown.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Now here is Hayes. She has 7. Down low. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw.
Well, after retiring in 2023, Tiffany Hayes joined the Aces mid-season last year.
Yeah, good thing she came back, right? Ended up winning 6th Player of the Year, proving she's still a dynamic scorer.
Now Cloud. She's got 9. Time calls here. The Sky decide to talk it over.
Well, they want to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now's the time to do it.
Yeah, there was clearly some things going on out there that the coaching staff just wasn't a fan of.
Taylor. Back to Cloud. From deep. The rebound by Thornton. Golden State with the ball. Williams with it. She has 29. And that one's good. Hayes.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Pass to Taylor.
Diggins.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Williams. Defense is right there. The shot's good.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick up the pass and get the assist.
Pass to Williams. Out to the wing. Shoots the 3.
Shot by Diggins, no good.
Well defended that time. She's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when she's ready to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and you can see that they recognize that. They're not going to let her get easy shots.
Now here's Williams. She's got 31. Shot by Thornton, no good.
Here's Diggins.
She's guarded by Williams. Inside, Williams. Oh, yes, she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
That is some dime dropping, exquisite assist.
Here's Williams. And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Gabby Williams. Shooting 1.
Chicago with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Banham. Here's Taylor. Fires from deep. The three-pointer is on target.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
Outside Williams. And there's the pick. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Here's Diggins. 22 points for her. Pass to Banham. Three-pointer. It doesn't go for her. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Sky up by 4. And we're coming back right after this break to get the fourth quarter started. Fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one with both sides coming to play so far. Pass to Charles. Now Hayes from downtown. The shot, no good.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Here's Taylor. No good on the triple.
Golden State trailing here. Here's me here.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Look at how Ami here uses her height to overcome the interior resistance.
Now Banham. Over to the wing. Here's Taylor. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Ill-advised shot selection right there.
I'll say, that was lower than low percentage.
No chance.
And Tiffany Hayes, here we go. And it's all evened up.
This is Hayes at her best, going downhill in full attachment.
Chicago with the ball. Pass to Stevens. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. And Williams gets it to go.
Well, tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what's happening here.
You nailed it, and as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Now here's Hayes. Good on the triple.
It's the lefty, Hayes, ready to shoot the moment she gets the pass.
And here's Banham. Outside Stevens. Shot clock at 6. Buries it down low. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands.
Outside Hayes. The 3. It's hauled in by Williams. Chicago leading. Pass to Banham. For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's Taylor missing.
And here's Golden State.
Outside Charles. Hayes for 3. Drops in the tray.
A crafty left-handed scorer. Hayes is always creating new ways to get buckets on opponents.
Here's Banham. Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over.
Diggins.
Back to Cloud. 6 to shoot. Outside Stevens. Lets the 3 fly.
Diggins.
Can't hit from in close.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Outside Charles. Pass to Burton. Here's Stokes. She's guarded by Williams. Yes, it's good.
Used her strength to get in the post without much fight from the D.
They need to do a better job next time and bustle up on her. I mean, that's just too easy.
Here's Diggins.
Chicago again missing.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Loud right side. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Chicago.
Golden State leading.
Pass to Burton. Here's the pick to the inside. Stokes. And the layup falls.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Chicago with the ball.
Here's Diggins.
Will it go? And misses it off the right side of the rim. Hayes up top. Yep, that one goes.
A big-time battle inside. Tiffany Hayes winning that one.
Here's Diggins.
Pass to Stevens. And that one good.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
Now Burton. Outside Charles. And here's Hayes. And the layup's good off the glass.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
Here's Diggins.
Just 5 to shoot. Williams inside. Lucky 7 drops right in. She's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7. Outside Hayes. Pass to Burton. Let's go with a 3. A rebound by the Sky. Now here's Cloud. Here's Stevens. And another basket for Chicago.
There's a versatility to Stevens' jump shot that you don't ordinarily see in players her size.
Outside Hayes. Burton. She's covered by Cloud. And here's Burton.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State retaining possession. Time called here. The Valkyries deciding to talk it over.
So both teams changing it up here. To Williams. Clock at 6. Here's Burton.
And again, Golden State no good.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Pass to Cardoso.
Stevens takes the 13-footer on the wing to touch a Cloud. Connects from three-point range.
A powerful presence on and off the court. Cloud has this determined air about her. What a shot.
Thornton outside. Pass to Williams. Nice move, and it's good on the layup.
She came out of the locker room smoking. Great second half for her so far.
Sky trail.
Here's Diggins. Sheldon outside. Here's Diggins.
Outside Stevens. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Now Burton. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Dope. And that one good.
I'll bet her percentage is pretty high from that range.
Here's Diggins.
Over to the left wing. That three off the mark.
Throwing up ill-advised threes isn't how to close this gap. Got to get a better shot than that.
Pass to Thornton. And stolen by Azure Stevens.
Here's Diggins.
And it falls! What a beautiful shot to bring them within three.
Look at that move. Is she special or what? I love watching her operate inside.
It's Burton. Pass to Williams. It's good!
She's been locked in. Whenever she's gotten any type of decent look, she's hit it.
Well, when you get a good look, you got to capitalize. And without the lights out shooting she's given them, they would be staring at a much bigger deficit.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
Well, they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, then they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24 left, they'll have to foul.
Here's Diggins.
Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring them within three.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
And they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Absolutely not with the lead. I mean, now is the time to use the clock to your advantage. Make it your friend.
Here's Diggins.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
And then a steal or foul to stop the clock.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
Well, they're drawing up really the only thing they can here. Get off a quick shot, then foul.
That's got to be the game plan. I mean, free throws are really their only hope here.
Here's Sheldon. Pass to Cardoso.
To the paint. Buries it.
Amazing. That's just serious composure from Cloud. Doesn't let the stakes rattle her at all.
And they foul intentionally, and they're going to have to do it again. They're not in the penalty yet.
What a remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Great timing, great defensive awareness. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it can alter your approach.
And she commits the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and, just hope for some misses.
Yeah, but they have to extend the game and use every last second on that clock.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So she goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Here's Diggins. Here's Sheldon. Pass to Diggins.
The second chance effort doesn't go that time.
And so the Valkyries take the win.
This one was up for grabs right until the dying seconds.
And you know, I think what stood out was they showed their character when it mattered, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that's a wrap, everyone.
For the event.